Okay. Alright. So peace and love, everybody. Peace and love. Peace and love. I was trying to get a title on here, but it wouldn't let me. So all is well. But peace and love, everybody. I know I'm a little bit late with my live. I know I said I was gonna go live earlier. Well, at 7. I'm a little bit late. But all is well. Peace and love, everybody. This is about the sun in Aquarius. Sun in Aquarius. And like I said, I didn't get to put a title. I'm going to put the title up when I'm finished. But the sun in Aquarius, peace and love, everybody. The sun has moved to Aquarius. And so I want to go a little bit through everything we've learned and everything we've gathered from the sun being in Capricorn. And then we're going to move into what's happening now. The sun being in Aquarius, what to look for, what this means. It means so many good things. And also just things to look out for. And anybody that's interested in a personal one-on-one session, reach out to me through inbox. And I also put my scheduling link and my website in here when I'm done. Peace and love, Tiffany. Peace and love, everybody. Peace and love. So, peace and love, Mike. Peace and love, everybody. So, yeah, I'm going to wait for a few more people to get in here. But, yeah, the sun is in Aquarius, and it's an amazing thing for all of us. It's going to be an amazing season, especially if you use this energy properly. This is all about taking risks. This is all about using your uniqueness. This is all about having a good time, but getting to know people as well. And so you're taking different chances on different things. And, you know, this is a time to really be the scientists that we all are and measuring things before we take a step, but also not really knowing what the results are going to be and going through with it anyway. So this is all about having a lot of faith, a lot of confidence in what we're doing. This is talking about the law of attraction. And this is also going into the law of cause and effect. So that's why you have to have a lot of confidence and power and courage and a lot of things that we're going to be doing for this season. And this is a whole lot to do with Saturn and Jupiter being here as well. So now you have Saturn, you have the sun, and you have Jupiter all in Aquarius. So it's just going to be amazing. So y'all get in here. Peace and love, everybody. Peace and love. Let's go ahead and get into this transit. Sun in Aquarius, and I love Aquariuses, so that's another reason why I'm excited. Aquarius is a great air sign. It's a fixed sign, and they are some very, very smart people. And so those are the intellectuals, and those are the people who are just very, very flexible. And so even though it's a fixed sign, all right, they're fixed when it comes to the things that they stand on, but they're very flexible as far as being an air sign, as far as changes that happen, because a lot of times Aquariuses are the ones that create these changes. And so they're the ones, these are our inventors, these are our creators, these are the ones who create lasting changes later on for all of us. And so we get to live with the things that they come up with. And so they trine Libra and they trine Gemini. And so you'll see a lot of similarities in the behaviors, but also the way that they communicate. And it's talking about your relationships and dealing with people. So peace and love to all the Aquariuses. Peace and love. Happy birthday. This is your time to shine. And I always say that every time that it is the sun moves into another sign, it is that sign's time. It is that sign's time to shine. It's their energy all over the place, and they're good to use their magic the most. And so their magic is being used the strongest during their sun sign. So this is the Aquarius time. These are our unicorns. These are our little, unique little people that just completely from another planet. And the way that they think and the way that they do things really set a standard for all of us. And they teach us all to adjust. Okay. Aquarius is also deal with your coping skills. And so that's why it's talking about the cause and effect of things that happen and how you deal with things on the other end of it, the consequence of things. And so this is talking about that, using that energy in the right way, in the right way. And so groups, clubs, organizations, social media, all of that is going to be a thing, especially people who have businesses or anybody who's trying to start a business, people who are trying to learn different things. Aquarius season is all about joining with like-minded people, joining where you feel like you fit in. And so in lower self, Aquarius is that oddball out. It's the weirdo. It's the person who is not like everybody else. It's the ugly duckling, right? And in higher self, I always say Aquarius is, like I say, they the swan later on. So I always say don't sleep on the Aquarius, because they're not always what you think they're going to be as they're growing up. They have to, really, grow into their magic. And as they grow into their magic, I mean, they're just fantastic. And that's in higher self, like I say. In lower self, they're the rebellious person. They're the person that's turning against everything you're trying to do. So they can bring a lot of chaos and a lot of accidents and drama into situations, depending on the confidence and depending on where they're at in their life when you're talking about Aquarius. So Aquarius deals with people, and they deal with social situations, social events, and they talk about changes to the people. Like, okay, so that's why I say lasting effects on their dealings with people. And so all Aquariuses I know, all are very social people, and a lot of them work dealing with people in groups. A lot of them have businesses and things like that. So it a lot of times makes sense when you run into one. With this sun being in Aquarius, so sun sign Aquariuses, moon sign Aquariuses, and ascendant Aquariuses, this is your time to utilize, everything that makes you different, everything that makes you stand out. Okay, this is a time to not think about why you don't fit in with everybody else. This is a time to make everything your style and make everybody fit in with you. This is a time for you to say this is what the new style is, and everybody has to adjust to what you're doing so that you don't have to lose confidence in anything that you're doing, anything that's taking place in your life. With that Saturn and that Jupiter being there, that's more so like, I would say Saturn and Jupiter. Let's say Saturn and Jupiter is like your uncle, your rich uncle and your dad, right? Let's say the family is having a family gathering, a get together, right? Saturn and Jupiter is your rich uncle and your dad that's telling you to come out your room and dance. So everybody done had that moment where your family, you sleep or whatever, you're a little kid, and everybody wants you to come out and show your gift or sing or dance or do whatever it is that you do in front of everybody. And they promising you something. You get money, you get gifts. They be like, come on out here and do it. This is what Jupiter in Aquarius is saying, and the sun is giving you that flashlight and the spotlight, and the sun is also giving you the microphone where the attention is on you about what makes you different and coming out in whatever it is that you've been working on in your private space, in your private areas, at home, in your room, in your private space, that poem, that song, whatever technique you've been working on with hair, whatever it is you've been doing behind closed doors that you keep, to yourself as a passion of your own. It's a time to come out of that space and share it. And so that's why I say share your gifts when you're talking about sun being in Aquarius. The sun, wherever your sun sign is, being your gift or being a part of your magic and what you have to share. But Aquarius is the people. And so you can't be shy. You got to be able to go through the crowd. You got to be able to go through the people. And you have to know your value and be secure with what you're doing as you're moving through the crowd when you're talking about that. And so everybody is coming out. And that's why I say networking, fellowshipping, being around like-minded people, and getting to be acquainted with new people. So this is all about affinity and friendship, getting to know other people, a friend of a friend, passing around your resume, passing around your business card, letting people know what you do, dropping your link on everything, dropping your website on everything, letting everybody know what it is that you do. Peace and love, Janella. Peace and love, Shamika. Thank you. Peace and love. Peace and love, everybody. Most definitely. Yes, Janella, you definitely need to hear this. Most definitely. You've been an Aquarius and for what you do. And so, yes, honey, this is the time. Do everything different. Do everything new. This is a time for a shift. And that's why I say in higher self, you are creating these shifts. In higher self, you are the one making the shift. in higher self, you are the shift. Okay, you are the dice. You are the one rolling the dice at the universe and taking a chance at things. In lower self, okay, lack of confidence, lack of courage, lack of expression, lack of power at your solar plexus, okay, not being able to have a desire for what it is that you do and for what it is that you're doing, and not being excited about what you're doing can bring a lot of discouragement, okay. And this is also where the, like I said, the accidents, mistakes come from. This is where the bad people come from, okay. So this is why you have to have loyalty in everything that you're doing. The more that you display loyalty, the more that you're going to bring the loyal people and the people that are attracted to the energy that you're giving off. And so Aquarius season, like I say, deals with rebelliousness and people that may oppose you or go against you, or what we call haters, but the people who have some type of intent towards your mission, and in a negative way. So you have to pay attention to that, which goes back to the courage, which is why you have to stand firm on it. All right. Lack of those things is what's going to bring winds. Okay, because Aquarius is an air sign, but these are winds. These can be good winds. This could be a very cool breeze of people blowing through your life, a very cool breeze of changes coming through your life and things happening, and you getting the benefit of chances that you took, or decisions that you made, or new friends that you made, or new places that you decided to go and things you decided to do. On the other end, okay, there could be a lot of things that go against you. Instead of that cool breeze, those winds of Aquarius could turn into a tornado. It can turn into things that can blow things away. So this is why Capricorn season was telling you to people, places, and things, everything with your dealings, everything you took serious, to nail it down and make sure that you're dedicated to it and you're focused to it, because Aquarius season is going to bring a lot of shifts. And a lot of those shifts are not going to be shifts that you created. A lot of those things are going to be the universe creating these changes based off of what you didn't decide to do on your own. And so, and also based off of your things that happened, your full moon in Cancer and that new moon in Capricorn has a whole lot to do with now how your Aquarius season is going to go. All of these transits and things all matter to each other because they're all related. And so there's one event after another. And so I always say that with your life, everything in your life, everything you do is an event, because everything you do is a celestial event. It's everything you do is documented in the stars. And so that's why there should be quality in your step, quality in your breath, quality in everything that you do, your relationships and your connections, so you can really see the benefit. You have to be present. And so that goes back to now Mars is in Taurus and Uranus is in Taurus, you guys. And so Taurus is, okay, this is going to be very challenging to you guys, depending on how secure you are. So Taurus is 90 degrees away from Aquarius. Taurus, if you feel secure and your vibration is high, then that goes back to the cause and effect of the things that you do are going to be quite fantastic. Okay, but Taurus is, with Mars being there could be a lot of aggression, and it's trying to make that bull move faster than it normally moves. And so I would say Taurus is, pay attention to that. Scorpios also pay attention to that, because the sun in Aquarius also challenges Scorpio. And so these are all fixed signs, but they all move differently. And so if you have actual Scorpios in your life, or whatever happened in Scorpio season, okay, that could be a challenge to the things that took place, the relationships you were involved in, the places you were in. All of those things can challenge right now. So like I say, Scorpio season tells you to throw things away. All right. Sagittarius season tells you to create a plan. And Capricorn season tells you to dedicate yourself to whatever plan you created in Sagittarius season. Now that we're in Aquarius season, it's telling you to, like I say, get to know people and get ready for changes that you want to make. And so I would say, as you're navigating in life, Aquarius season would be the crossroads, or Aquarius season would be a decision, a crossroads, or I would say the railroads, where you have to stop, where you have time to think, and where, like I say, you can take a risk on something. You can try to run this red light in life. You can try to make it before that train comes, or you can sit still and be secure. And so that's why it's telling you to pause and use your wisdom and making sure that you're secure financially, with your body. There's a safety level thing, and mentally when you're dealing with people. The most important thing is your vibration. People can steal. People do steal, and not just your money. People will steal your vibration. So you can be around certain people and question why your vibration has changed and your spirit has changed, your energy has changed. Some people are very much draining, and that goes back to wherever you have Leo in your chart, wherever you are using that energy and you're excited at your solar plexus. A lot of people, especially low frequency energy, want to eat that. That's what they eat for lunch. They want it. They want it right now, which is why people will attract themselves to you, to your page, or all of those things, especially during this season. And like I say, purposely opposing you, purposely trying to embarrass you. All of those things is Aquarius energy and lower self. They love attention from the crowd, but in lower self, they get negative attention from the crowd. And so you want to be mindful of people who are trying to get negative attention in your life, especially in front of groups of people, because that's this time, like I say, people are either getting positive or negative attention. Even people trying to holler at you. So pay attention to that. That's why I say you're either safe or you're not. You can afford these people, these situations, or these places, or you cannot. So I would say check your spiritual account. What can you afford when it comes to meeting new people? What have you learned? And that's why Scorpio season can be a challenge to what's happening this season, the next 30 days. What you didn't throw away, where you didn't heal at, any disturbances, anything that can come back to bite you or embarrass you, which is why in lower self, Aquarius season deals with embarrassments and things that can bring a lot of dishonor to your dealings. So you want to pay attention to that. Like I say, let me see, Scorpio, Tauruses. So that's the thing. Pay attention to those things, you guys. Have you healed, and can you afford the situations or the people that you're going to be around? And do you have spiritual insurance? Okay, you want to make sure that if anything does happen and if you crash in any situations, that you're secure. And so this is why we have our rituals, and this is why we write down our affirmations or we speak them, and this is why we keep our chakras clear so that we're always protected in our dealings. And so that's the thing. I know with COVID and everything, it's not, a lot of people are not social, but I would even say utilize social media to the best of your ability. Utilize it. Get in as many groups as you can. Everybody. Get in a lot of groups. Connect with people, a friend of a friend, anybody that can complement your business. Like, tie in with other people. Aquarius trines Libra. So partnerships, contracts, working with other people, unity, like all of those things. It's an amazing time for that. Utilize the energy for that. Like I say, just make sure you're safe in what you're doing. But get out there and dance and show everybody what you've been working on. The energy is going to give you circumstances that's going to bring you a lot of opportunities. And so you really want to use what the universe is showing you. And so, like I say, Jupiter is here. The sun is here. You collect your light. You collect your growth. You collect your success. And all of it is going to be through people that you know and chances that you take and places that you go. And so that's why I say it's an amazing time to really figure out how much of a game changer you are. These, the things that you're doing can have lasting effects for years, for everybody. And it can be in a creative way. It can be, however you want to do it. And so this is the time to be whoever you want to be. This is right before Pisces, which is the level of acceptance. So right now it's talking about tolerance. How much can you tolerate from other people? How much can you tolerate from yourself? But what are you offering out to the world? And this is why your tolerance level, everybody else's, they reflect that. And so if you can deal with other people, your level of patience with other people, and your ability to respect other people's uniqueness and respect other people's struggles won't bring so much of a struggle in your life. And that's where your support comes from, energetically, out of nowhere, from other people and the situations that you're in. And so that's why your relationships and connections to people are everything. And so family is business, business is family, and so connections are everything, contracts are everything, integrity is everything, and keeping your word is everything. And all of that was taught from us, taught to us from that sun being in Capricorn. Capricorn told us to stand up straight. Capricorn taught us about respect, dedication, and sticking to our word and staying in our lane. And that's why I say now that we've stayed in our lane, it's easier for us to make decisions because we know how to follow rules. So now that in Aquarius season, that's why I say this or that, it's all about the loyalty. So like I say, you reflect what you get. So anytime anybody's being disloyal, being disrespectful or anything, we have to be honest with ourselves about what we're putting out. So you won't be shocked about the people that's coming in your space and you don't have to question their dealings with you. And a lot of us play innocent, and we know what we do, and we know what we put out, and we play innocent about the energy and the people and the situations that come into our space. You have to be honest with yourself. And if there's no other sign other than Aries or Leo that's going to make you be the most honest with yourself, Aquarius season is going to make you be honest, because Aquarius season is going to show you how good of a person you are and all of that, because Aquarius deals with the reflection of it all. And like I say, it deals with the law of attraction. So you'll know. Nobody can tell you but you. You'll know about your experiences and what's happening by what's happening. So the next 30 days, you will see that. You will see that. You'll see how much honor you have towards situations and how many honorable people you have around you. And so that full moon in Cancer was your biggest indicator about how much support you had, who you had in your corner, and how much support you really needed in different situations. It exposed a lot. Every time there's a full moon, it's exposure, but there's also a celebration based off of what is exposed. And so you got to pay attention to that. Peace and love, Joe. Peace and love, everybody. Peace and love. Most definitely. So yeah, use y'all's magic. Use your gift. Set up that website. Set up that website. Whatever you need to do. Start getting your labels for whatever it is you're doing. Get your things. Get everything copyrighted and all of those things. Which actually you're supposed to do that back in Sagittarius season. The publishing, the copywriting, and all of those things, so that you can be taken seriously in Capricorn season. Because now that you're established, that's why I'm saying you're being more social and letting everybody know what you do in Aquarius season. You get to rest a little bit more. You get to, in your cycle in Pisces season. So that's why I say you're still moving your feet around. You still get some things done now. Pisces season lets you rest. And Pisces season lets you see what you really need to see. As far as any deception, any type of lies, as far as you using your intuition, all of that is going to be in Pisces season. So right now, we're just getting to know the people. All right. We're getting to move through the crowd, even the people we already know. By Pisces season, the truth is going to be there. Who you can really trust and who you can't, where your hidden enemies are, where your open enemies are, and what everybody's intent is towards you. Aries season is when you get to react to it, when you actually know you have the information, and then you get to respond to whatever secrets or whatever was hidden through Pisces season. Pisces is the most, I would say, spiritual to me, because there are the most distractions during Pisces season. And so right now, this is dealing with division. Right now, you're dealing with division, and in a good way, and in a way where you're trimming off fat. So right now, you're dividing the good people from the bad people, the good situations from the bad situations. You're talking about the cause and effect of things. So, as you plan ahead and how things can lay out. But you're also dividing who you don't need in your life, and you're separating things. So this is why you're at a crossroads and you're kind of like separating. No different when you do laundry. What matches and what goes together in the same load. So you want to have everybody in the same load, in the same crowd. People who mean something to you and people you got question marks about. Because the people you have question marks about, I always say, don't throw anybody away. You always want to recycle people. Everybody is good in your life. Everybody's just not good for everything. So recycle people and move people around, just like you do in your house. You don't need that right there. You just need it right here. So there are different seasons and different reasons for different people, energies, and entities. And so not everybody has to be around for certain seasons and for different reasons. Okay, it's certain people that only call me, like my clients that only call me during certain seasons for sessions. But even in my life, it's certain people that I know that you're not going to be useful at this time, just because of my relationship with them and what they offer and what they do. Some people are year-round people. Some people are just those kind of people that can be around you all the time. They always have something to offer, and you have something to offer them, and that's just the kind of relationship you have. But you have to learn how to separate people in your life so that you can have fun with certain people, make money with certain people. It's certain things you can do with certain people. But you can't have the wrong people in the wrong time in your life. Because this is when you sometimes call somebody a bad person, or you label them a certain way, when you just don't know how to rearrange things, and you don't know how to have order with people, certain situations. And however, not everybody is for every place in your life. And so Aquarius season is going to show you that. Aquarius season is going to show you how safe you are with certain people. So that's why I say anybody who's been feeling any kind of way or any secrets from anybody, which is from months ago, Scorpio season, Anything you couldn't figure out about somebody, question marks, I'm trying to figure this out with business, with family, any mystery, a lot of those things can come out now. Okay, a lot of those things can come out now because it goes back to the Leo part of it. The light is going to be in the people, and the courage is in what I express and how much I beat my horn to what I see and what's happening. And so this gets you in a safe place. The universe gives you a horn to your vehicle for a reason, and not all of us use it when we're in the traffic of life. Not all of us express properly or say what needs to be said at the right time, and that's where regret comes from. And that goes back to you hit something in your vehicle, or you crash your vehicle, or you deal with a lesson because you're not beeping your horn at the right time. So that's why I say you have to pay attention in general. You're always in your body, and there's always a way to get around things, and you have to know how to navigate through life, and everybody's vehicle works differently. All is well. So oh, peace and love, Terrell. I didn't know you were gonna catch this. Peace and love. Peace and love. But most definitely, you guys, I wanted to make sure I jumped on here and made sure I went through it. A couple people wanted to make sure I did it. I said I was going to. I'm going to be doing the birthday sessions for the Aquariuses all month. So reach out to me. Those are for an hour. Those are for an hour, and it's $50. And so that, of course, my hour sessions are more than that. But for your birthday session, I will do it for that because those are my specials that I do each season. So Aquarius, reach out to me to have your full hour session, and we'll go through everything, your past, your present, and your future. And I also do the numerology to your birthday and also to your age. And I break down what the year is going to look like for you based off of those things. So it's really interesting. It's a lot of information to be had, but it's very useful. And so get you a calendar. I tell people who get their readings from me, because I'm always going to give you dates, actual dates, specific dates to look forward to, and specific dates to look back at. So you can look back at situations that happen and see your whole life come together when you look back at a certain date, you look at now, and I also give you a future date to project onto. And like I say, it lets you know about your own alignment. It lets you know where you are in your journey, and it lets you know what you need to work on in your vehicle and what's working. And so hindsight is going to be everything, because the wisdom and experience is going to be everything when you're dealing with people right now. So people you've already met and dealt with, think about that, because at the end of this month, there's going to be a retrograde. So they're going to be old people, old situations, and old events, and I call it unfinished business that's going to happen, and that goes back to some of the decisions that need to be made. So if you're currently working at a job or working for yourself, or currently in a relationship or anything like that, there are going to be things that are going to test that when we start to retrograde. People, places, and things are going to come back and test how safe you are in a situation and how happy you really are in a situation, and things are going to test your faith. And so that's why the faith is important through all of this. Your confidence is important through everything. And so I wanted to make sure you guys knew that. Peace and love, Tempura. Oh man, I saw a picture the other day, Tempura, you and your family. Oh my God, y'all are so beautiful. Your daughter looks just like you. Oh girl, beautiful family. You are so rich, honey. Yes. But all right, you guys, I'm gonna go. Reach out to me. Like I say, anybody who's interested in a session, I do have short sessions for 25 minutes. I'm gonna post my information in the comments, and y'all have a good night. Peace and love to the Aquariuses, and y'all enjoy this season.